Uh, Sorry, I am late. Apologies. Here now. Missed the day yesterday. I was trying to give y'all a video every single day of this week. It ain't really paying out like that, but we here now. We got to talk. Take a seat. We got to speak. I'm going to let y'all get in here, and then we going to talk our talk. Uh, Thumbs up if y'all can hear me clearly. Got the new microphone. I broke my clip already, man. Got the new microphone. Yo, that Donald, what's going on? What's going on, Super Bowl champion Donald? What's going on? Yo, that. All right, let's get straight to it, man. Y'all can hear me clearly? Hey, Donald, can y'all hear me? Don't be weary. Tell me you can hear me. All right, let's get straight to it, man. Are we missing a piece? We all know anytime is any type of trade, any type of a major type of situation to where as though a player is available or might not be available, but could be available, and you might have to do this, you might have to do that. Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles are always in the mix, like cheese doodle pretzels and some chips, always in the mix, right? So here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna ask. Should I say? Do y'all think that we are missing something? Or are you ready to go to war with the 53-man roster that you got? Are you ready to go with the safeties you got? Are you ready to go with the cornerback too you got? Because we all know Quingon Mitchell, Cooper Eugene, they did. But are you ready? Are you ready to go with a Sidney Brown? Are you ready? Are you ready to go with these guys, man? I gotta ask the question. I'm not. I'm not sold or unsold on the situation. If they go out there, the Philadelphia Eagles go out there, they get a Justin Simmons or they get a Stephon Gilmore. I ain't mad at it, but I also ain't mad at it if they don't. I think we need safety or cornerback number two. So who would you want to get, Donald? Because I mean Stephon Gilmore still is on the couch. So we gotta look at that situation and say, Stephon Gilmore, I think he was Defensive Player of the Year, if not once, probably. I know for once, but probably twice. I'm not sure. And he's also a Super Bowl champion. He played under Bill Belichick, and we know Vic Fangio doesn't run it like Bill Belichick, but the militant thing, when it come down to it, like like everything detailed. I need this done. I need that done. He's probably, I don't know the dude, but it seemed like he's more of a good going guy. You know what I mean? But but here's the thing, Donald, with Asante Samuels Jr. He played a slot. He's not an outside guy. I tell you the truth, he he gonna get cooked on the outside. So he played a slot. So that position is already solidified by Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean got that locked up like Akon and Styles P. So I I'm not gonna say I don't like the player. If you want to bring him in and have him fly around for safety or something like that, yeah, cool. But he really kind of played a slot. You know what I mean? Like, but Big Fan. And here's another thing. This is why, and the most important reason why. Yeah, you right. Probably Gilmore. I like Gilmore, but hold on. Let me get to my point, and I'm gonna get back to that. This is why I don't have no problem if they don't make it. I think this coaching staff is they upper echelon. See, a lot of people want to talk about the Lions coaching staff, even though they depleted now. We know how that go when you have a winning season and all that. People start handpicking and they start taking your coaches. We've been seeing it multiple times because my quarterback gives people jobs. My quarterback gives people jobs. Think about it. How many people got head coaching jobs now? Is it three? With Jalen Hurts' small career, We want to talk about Dak Prescott. I know I'm getting off the train a little bit. People want to talk about Dak Prescott, right? What coaches he got in the head coaching job, other than people that get fired from there, and then somebody else got to come in. Think about it. Kellen Moore was over there. He ain't get no head coaching job. He got the same job. He ain't get no promotion. Kind of got a demotion. I mean, when you look at it, then he come to the Eagles. What does my man do? Get him a head coaching job. Jonathan Gannon, he get him a head coaching job. Shane Steichen, he get him a head coaching job. Those three guys right there, head coaching jobs for the Philadelphia Eagles. And let's keep it a bean. If Vic Fangio wanted a head coaching job last year, he would have got one. He want to stay where he at because he know what he got. Sometimes it's okay to stay, even if you trying to fresh factor today, yo. I just thought about this. Fresh factor today. It's okay to stay where you at if you know your opportunities are going to be greater if you go somewhere else. Even if that opportunity might seem better. You know how they say all money ain't good money? Big Fangio looking at it like, man, I'm home. I'm chilling. We just won a Super Bowl. I got some young dogs. I got Jalen Carter. I got Quinyon Mitchell. I got Cooper Eugene. We just drafted some guys. I love Ty Robinson. You know what I mean? I'm molding Jelix Hunt. That's my guy right there. I'm going to see it through. So shout out to Vic Fangio for that. I know I got a little off track, but he's one of the reasons why I got faith. He's one of the reasons why I'm looking at it. And you know what I'm saying? Damn. Even if we don't make a move, what I seen last year, and I know last year is last year, and I'm not saying it's an anomaly, and a lot of people shouldn't be saying that neither. But what I am saying is maybe he just that good of a coach. Because how many? Think about this, right? Two things. How many coaches would have kept Avonte Maddox on the field and not let Cooper Eugene flourish like how he was, even though he probably was dominating in practice? How many coaches would have did that? And not only that, how many coaches, because of the name, because of the fans, not saying the fans are wrong, because of the fans, when N'Kobe Dean went out, would have said, you know what? Let's go with Jeremiah Trotter Jr. He's a fan favorite. His dad played here. It'd be a nice nostalgia. Everybody will go crazy. Yeah, it'd probably sell more tickets. He said, no, I'm gonna go with Ojomo. He said, nah, man, I'm gonna make sure that I got the best talent, the guys that are ready to win now. And it seemed like every single button he presses, it works. Because he ain't play Bryce Huff. Now, I snapped on Bryce Huff a couple days ago, whatever the case may be. I got some feedback about that. I don't give a damn. It is what it is. Bryce Huff, you can't come out here and saying that you wanted out of here and you didn't do nothing. You folded. You folded like one of them tables people play poker on at the picnics. You hear me? So anyway, ain't nobody trying to hear that from Bryce Huff. So to me, when I look at a Vic Fangio situation, when I look at that we had Vic Fangio, I'm thinking like, yo, Vic Fangio can do whatever it is that he need to do and put guys in the right situations. You know what I mean? When you talk about the guys that we got that was playing with New York, you talk about these draft picks. Talk about these draft picks. I think I do think that what's my man name? I do think that Sidney Brown definitely gonna play. I do think that he's going to start, and I do think that he got to be ready. Kelly Ringo, it's your time, brother. Because a lot of people are saying, yo, he couldn't beat Isaiah Rodgers out, he couldn't beat this person out, he couldn't do this, and he couldn't do that. But sometimes it's all about when you get the opportunity. Sometimes maybe the opportunity ain't for you right then and there. And sometimes it makes you even hungrier because it's like, yo, that should have been my opportunity. That should have been my opportunity. Sometimes it's just like that. So when you got a situation to where as though Kelly Ringo can find his way in a start in a starting situation, I think he's ready, man. I do. I think he's ready. I do. I like the kid, but my thing is, are you able to do everything that needs to be done at the cornerback two situation? Because here's the thing that we gotta understand, and I'm gonna keep it tall like City Hall on this one, y'all. When you look at the opponents that we got coming up, so we talking about this is wide receiver wise. We talking about George Pickens, C.D. Lamb, right? They're going to try to pick on him. Week one, they're going to try to pick on him. Then we talking about who else is in that game stretch? Tampa Bay in there, Kansas City in there. Who else is it? It's one other team. So you talking about Mike Evans and whoever else they got over there, and you talking about the dude Xavier. You know what I mean? They're going to try to pick on him because when you think about it, Klingon Mitchell ain't they not going to target him. Now you might have a situation where Dak is like, man, this kid ain't as good as he is, and you got C.D. Lamb. We all seen a video. I don't know if y'all seen it, but we seen a video talking about some Quintanamo Bay. Who that? Who that? I ain't never been locked up. I ain't never been locked up. But you only had one pass of 5 yards when he was playing. So don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. And C.D. Lamb is a phenomenal player. I'm not throwing no shade, and I ain't hating on him, but the facts are the facts, brother. So you might have a C.D. Lamb getting in that air like, yo, I got this kid. I got this kid. Okay. Okay. You keep on playing, you're going to be locked up. Keep on playing, you're going to take your ass to jail for a misdemeanor. You might get out before the sun come up, but you're still going to jail. So that's what I think about that situation. Do y'all think that we cool at the wide receiver 3 situation? I know it's Jahan Dotson. I love Jahan Dotson. But where's my man Anaya Smith? Do y'all think that he is going to be a rotational type of situation? Because when we got him, not last year, when we got him last year, what was it, in the 4th round? I'm like, yo, watch his tape at Florida State. The dude was balling. Make sure you hit the like button for your boy. The dude was balling. I'm like, all right, I think we got one here. Especially with main man finally leaving Quez Watkins. I thought he was gonna be that guy, and then they got Dotson. Now, here's what I'm gonna say. Dotson will be a number 2 or probably a number 1 on some teams, and he'll be a number 2 on most teams. But this is how good this roster is. I'm gonna get into the super team bullcrap and all that in a second. But this is how good this roster is. When you got a situation to where though Jahan Dotson is your 3rd wide receiver and he can go off at any moment. We seen it in the playoffs. We seen it in the playoffs. He was very, very highly productive. Almost had a touchdown in the Super Bowl. If it wasn't for the little toe, the untoed drag or the kick out, whatever you want to call it. He almost had one. But he was productive in the Rams game. He was productive in the Green Bay game. I mean, he was productive. He was more productive than Quez Watkins. Jahan Dotson, in his only year as a Philadelphia Eagle, was better than Quez Watkins all the years he played. And I was a Quez Watkins guy. Anybody that been following this channel for a minute, y'all know me. And shout out my guy Stephen Hyder, Gate City. Shout out my guy. Me and him used to go back and forth because he liked it. Damn, what's my man name? Oh, I forgot his name. But he liked it. The other fast kid, man. It's gonna come to me in the middle of the video. We not a super team. We're the best team in the NFL. Period. Yeah, and it's okay to be that. I don't want. See, here's my thing. All right, we're gonna go straight to the super team thing. John Hightower. That was his name. I told you I was gonna remember. That's how the kid brain worked. But anyway, Here's my thing with the super team shit, right? You got a situation to where though, and shout out LB. LB just did a live probably like an hour ago, and I was watching that John, and it was a guy that tweeted. He brought up how many super teams that didn't do nothing. He brought up the what was that the Packers that went 18-0. He brought up the Colts of Peyton Manning. He brought up the 15-1 Green Bay Packers. He brought up the Seahawks that was very dominant. He brought up San Francisco. He brought up the Dallas Cowboys. You know, so it's not about your roster because we all know personally. Let's talk about it. The Dream Team. Remember that? Remember the Dream Team in 08, 07, 08? You had Michael Vick with Sean McCoy, um, Deshaun Jackson. I mean, the list went on and on. The list went on and on. Macklin. Uh, what was the tight end name? The racist dude, man. I ain't gonna call him a racist, but you know he has some things to say. Riley Cooper. Riley Cooper. You had was Zach Ertz on that team or was it Selleck? Selleck was on that team. I mean, they were loaded. Your backup quarterback was a damn starter, and Vince Young. He was really a starter. He the one that came out and kind of made that claim. So we seen it with our own two eyes that you can have all these players. You can have the best players and all of this. It don't matter about that. It's like three things that really matter. The camaraderie, the coaches, and the damn quarterback is going to get it done in a pivotal time. That's what it's about. And we got all of that. Nick Sirianni does a great job at handling everything that needs to be handled on and off the field. You got a quarterback that in the clutch moments when you need him, he delivers 9.5 out of 10 times. Let's not forget when we went 10-1. Let's not forget how that season went. He was trailing in about 7 of those games, double digits. People don't want to bring that kind of thing up because we had this epic collapse. But once again, that was the floor. Think about that. My quarterback having 7 comeback games, going 10-1, having 7 comeback games, double digits, was the floor. We seen the ceiling, and that probably wasn't even. I said this 2 days ago that was the ceiling. That probably wasn't even the ceiling what we seen in the Super Bowl. It probably wasn't. So when you got a situation to where as though Jalen Hurts is evolving, Nick Sirianni as a coach is evolving. You bring in Vic Fangio, he is solidified. And that's another thing about my quarterback. It be things that I'll be missing, and I'll be watching my lives back. I'll be like, damn. Everybody wants to talk about the quarterback and our quarterback, right? Name me another quarterback because even Patrick Mahomes, he had Eric Bieniemy for years, but he got Andy Reid. Andy Reid is really the guy over there on the hall. You know what I mean? Every other quarterback doesn't have to go through the switcheroo every single year. I'm talking about from college until now. Every single year, he got a different offensive coordinator. And people don't bring that up because they don't want to give him credit for that. You know who the factor is? The is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is the only same factor that sticks in that situation. Been through 2 head coaches in just 5 years. Doug Peterson and Nick Sirianni. Been through how many? One, we had Shane Steichen, right? 2, 3. Been through 4 offensive coordinators already. 4. And I think, yeah, 4. Is he going on his 5th? Shane Steichen, Kellen Moore, Ryan Johnson, Shane Steichen, Kellen Moore, Brian Johnson, and now Main Man. Come on, man. I mean, what we talking about here? And I really feel as though I'm missing one. Oh yeah, whoever was the offensive coordinator for Doug Peterson. I am missing one. Whoever was the offensive coordinator for Doug Peterson. You in a situation to where though this guy is going on his fifth offensive coordinator coming into his sixth year. And the one year that he had the same offensive coordinator for 2 years straight, what does he do? Finish second in MVP and probably would have got MVP if he had not gotten hurt. If he had not gotten hurt, he would have got MVP. Goes to war with the baddest man on the planet, everybody says, and I agree with him. I got no slack on everybody calling Patrick Mahomes the baddest man. But Patrick Mahomes definitely got an advantage by having Andy Reid consistently. Consistently. People need to start giving my man his flowers, man. And it's crazy because I wish I wasn't on my phone live because I really want to. I'm gonna make it short. I'm gonna try to find do it short so y'all can see what Ryan Clark said about Jalen Hurts and his trajectory to go to the Hall of Fame. He basically was like, yo, this is Eli Manning. People will be all over it because Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowls. He has 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and he beat Tom Brady twice. He said when you look at it, Jalen Hurts is 46-20 as a starter. In the last what do you say, 2 to 3 years, he only lost 10 games. 10 games in 3 years. 6-3 in the playoffs. A Super Bowl, been to the Super Bowl twice. 2 NFC championships, a Super Bowl, and a Super Bowl MVP. If you would have put anybody else's name, if you would have put Lamar Jackson, and I'm taking away all the stats. Say if Lamar Jackson had Jalen Hurts' actual stats, right? And Josh Allen had um Jalen Hurts' actual stats, and Joe Burrow had Jalen Hurts' actual stats. If you put those names with those accolades, people will be screaming at the top of the damn hill. They'll be saying, "Damn, is he better than Patrick?" If Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen would have beat Patrick Mahomes, well, once in a postseason, once in a playoff. So they 2-2, right? I think they 2-2. But just for them going to war, it ain't no war when Patrick Mahomes go against those other dudes. It ain't no war. It's a freaking bloodbath. It's a beatdown. It's a beatdown. He can't beat them. They are, what is it, 1-5, and collectively those three. I think they like 1-7 against Patrick Mahomes. And Joe Burrow beat him in the AFC Championship game. Couldn't get it done in the Super Bowl. My God, dude. What does my God do? I'm sorry, I'm going on this rant because 2 days ago my drone got cut off. Y'all couldn't hear me, so I'm finishing what I started. I'm finishing what the hell I started. So let me get this straight. You got the second most winning quarterback in the NFL, right? You have a guy who's the reigning Super Bowl champion and MVP. You have a guy that goes toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes and outplays him every single time that they play, right? In the last 3 years, played him every single year. Played him in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Played him last year in the regular season, beat him. Played him in the Super Bowl just this year, beat him. Anybody else, they'd be like, "Yo, is Patrick Mahomes really better than him?" Now we know that's kind of a crazy situation, but it still will be talked about. It still will be talked about. But because it's my quarterback, because it's the guy that everybody can't get let go of the fact that he got benched for Tua Tagovailoa, who is ass cheeks in the NFL. because he got benched for him, because he went to Oklahoma and he lost there too. And but what did he lose to Georgia? No, he lost to Joe Burrow. But they was on some other shit that year. They was on some other shit. What he threw like 60 times? Joe Burrow was that dude, man, with the LSU. He was that dude that year. I'm sorry, nobody was beating him that year. Still, because of these situations, what do y'all come and say? Man, it got to be everybody else but the quarterback. It got to be every single thing. It got to be the wide receivers. It got to be the running backs. It got to be the offensive line. It got to be how fast the water boy brings the water during the huddles. It got to be the way the guys draw the lines and for the tush push and how pretty it looked. It got to be the eagle flying across the thing to put some voodoo. It got to be everything else but my damn quarterback. Make that make any type of sense at all. Don't worry, I'll wait. How does that make any type of sense? Quarterback does his ball. I'm on here way longer than I wanted to, man. Appreciate all of y'all for being on here. Check me out tomorrow, man. I'm gonna try to start giving y'all like around the same time, you know, around this time, go live with y'all, holla at y'all, talk to y'all, because we got a lot of things that we really need to talk about. Jalen Hurts is better than Burrow and Jackson. I mean, look like to me. That's what it looked like to me, Donald. And I ain't biting my tongue for no damn body. Because if anybody else had the accolades that Jalen Hurts had, we'll be calling him the number 2 quarterback in the damn league. So I'm calling my quarterback the number 2 quarterback in the freaking league. Until these guys can get over the damn hump. Until they can get over these speed humps that they putting all around Philadelphia. Until they can get over that. Oh yeah, side note. Hey, yo, it's crazy. Now that listen, if you're in Philadelphia, all the Dallas Cowboy fans and all the Dallas Cowboys players will be getting picked up on Monday. They will be getting picked up on Monday. The mayor has signed and they gave an extension so the trash people are off strike. So all the Dallas Cowboy fans and all the Dallas Cowboy players will be getting picked up and put in their rightful place in the damn trash bins, in the trash trucks. Y'all getting picked up, man. Y'all been sitting on all these streets in Philadelphia too damn long. Y'all stinking up the joint. Y'all here stinking up the joint, man. It's time for y'all to get picked up and thrown away. Yo, that.